Okay, I think I'm live. I think this is working. I just started recording. This is. I think I'm working. Okay. Anyway, hi. My name's Kian. This is the first episode of the Quarantine Cast. I've been thinking of making this podcast for quite a while, but obviously I had to make a podcast about being in quarantine near to the end of the quarantine. So that was a genius idea. Well done, Kian. We're currently on the 3rd of April 2021, and the last time I uploaded a podcast was on the 18th of October 2019. So that is officially almost 2 years, since I've done a podcast. And the first upload of the podcast was actually on the 22nd of June 2019. So that is very interesting. It's almost been 2 years. Hopefully we should do like a little, I don't know, we can do like an anniversary of the first podcast. I mean, I hated the name of it. I will go be honest, Kiki the Only is Not So Lonely was not a great name for a podcast. It's saying that I am by myself today doing this podcast. I'm just got my earphones in. These are some shitty Apple knockoff ones. They're not even Apple. It's just to monitor my audio. If I was going to wear my headphones, I wear these. What are they called? Logitech G733. They're completely out of stock because Girl Gamers stole them all off Amazon, but I managed to get one, so that's pretty fucking cool. I also got a 3070, which is insane, especially with the scalper market right now. Apparently, I've got a viewer. I don't think that is anyone. That's probably me. I don't think anyone's actually watching this. If someone's actually watching this, that's crazy, because I didn't think anyone would be watching this. I'm just making a podcast by myself. I'm going to try and get this on streaming platforms as soon as I can. I've kind of been dawdling over the past 2 minutes or whatever. I don't know how long I've been going for. Anyway, it says 2 minutes 50. That's fine. So I've got a couple questions on the board. So I'm going to try and get through them. Why did the podcast end? So obviously the podcast ended. What was it? October in 2019. What was I doing in October 2019? I was still in college. I am now completely out of college, and I'm doing my first year at university. I'm checking October 2019. Oh, I even have snaps of me editing the podcast, which is pretty cool. Something about Brexit. Dude, we're out of Brexit now. Fuck. Just think, 2 years, the amount of stuff that's changed is ridiculous. I don't know how. I don't know how you can even. I can't even comprehend some of the stuff that's happened. The last episode of the podcast, I didn't even think it was going to be the last episode of the podcast. I look at it. I have one prepared, actually. I had one ready to go. I never uploaded it. But now we're on this new podcast stuff because I didn't want to have to continue on the old one where we literally haven't done anything for 2 years. It'd be kind of weird if I just pop one up out of the blue. Basically, what happened was my computer stopped working. I got my computer in June. Well, I borrowed Aiden's computer in June, and then we were building my computer. I got it in June because of my birthday. And then after that, it kind of broke. The hard drive corrupted. It had loads of corrupted files. So what I did was I just stopped doing everything. Stopped doing the podcast. Stopped doing anything. I used to do it on my laptop, and I'm surprised that I didn't just continue it on my laptop, but I just completely stopped. Kind of fell into a small little depression, but we're back up. We're happy. I could have done a podcast at any time. I just never got round to it. So I mean, I don't know what else to say, because the only reason I haven't done it is because I've been bored. Well, bored. I've been bored. Yeah. If I've been bored, why didn't I do it? No, the only reason haven't done it is because I've been busy a lot. Been working a lot. I would say that I'm doing my schoolwork, whatever, uni work, but yikes! I mean, I'm not doing a lot of that. I keep looking over at my screen. I'm only just looking at my notes. I should be looking at the camera, but I'm not. Sorry. I got this new mic. This was one of the incentives to actually do a podcast, because it's a fucking beautiful mic. I hope I didn't swear in the first 30 seconds, because that normally disqualifies everything. Let's just hope I didn't. Yeah. So I stopped doing it, and then we back. I've been trying to get the boys locked down to do it. Lockdown because of Corona. But obviously we're all busy men. We all work. We all do a bunch of shit. So they're always busy. They work up until 11. It's 9:15 right now. So I just thought I'd do this, because if I don't put my foot in the door, I'll never get round to it. If I didn't start, then I wouldn't start. I wouldn't continue, you know? At least I've jumped the gun, whatever. Now we can finally start doing these. I don't know if it'll be concurrent every week, but we'll try. What happened to the merch? That's what I've put this in my notes. Basically, we never sold anything. No one bought anything. Being honest, no one bought anything. We had our own merch, which was cool and everything. But no one bought it. I don't know what to say. We paid for the website. We had a print already and everything, and we were ready to do it. And I had people saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell me when it comes out. Tell me when you're doing the merch, 'cause I'll buy it." I had 4 or 5 people ready to buy the merch with my fucking face on it, and I put the advert out. We put all the website up. We had the printer ready and everything, and just radio silence. No buyers, no nothing. I have got a drop shipper thing where you can buy merch designs that I've made. I don't know if I'll put that in the description or not. I'll probably forget. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts, check out the channel. It's Kiki Crew now. No spaces. No capital, but I don't think it's case sensitive. Kiki Crew, no spaces. And it's been changed. We've uploaded, what is it? We uploaded a podcast before, but I'm not going to count that as a podcast. It was very spare at the moment, alcohol infused podcast, so I will refrain from doing that. We want to start actually doing some good content maybe. But yeah, no one bought it. We had the website up, and we took it down after a month. To be honest, when I think about the merch, it had my fucking face on it. I'm sorry for the major profanities. That's just how I talk. I say a lot of F words. It's kind of I've been was it in my speech? I used to say like a lot every sentence. Now I've kind of replaced that with the F word because I've been inside so much. I haven't really talked to many people apart from at work, obviously, when I talk to customers and stuff. But yeah, it's getting bad. But the merch, it was just my face, and I got to a point where I didn't feel very comfortable with people wearing my face. I mean, I know I've still got the hoodie, and I mean, I don't wear it out in public a lot, but I would like to start making some new designs, new clothes. We've got a thing where I already said that, but it looks nice. Some of the designs that I've done, it's kind of just funny, memey stuff. Some of the stuff I've been drawing. I've got like some video ideas and stuff. Was it every time I think of a video idea, I write it down in my notes. And obviously, the last video that I did on my main channel was where I just did everything that's in my notes, and that was funny. But I've got some I've got loads of ideas. Like, what's it? One of them was like I was gonna do an advert for this podcast because no, that's TikTok. Don't open TikTok because it's gonna fucking blast some copyright music, and I cannot be asked. Where's my video ideas here? Okay, so I've got some video ideas. Some of them do podcast ad using this song. Something about the SM7B. This is my mic. If you wanted to know, it's the Shure. If you can spell it, Shure SHURE SM7B. It's a great mic. I freaking love it. Podcast coming back with some cinematic type shit. That's cool and everything, but I never ended up doing that because I wasn't ready to do the podcast. Obviously, I can't do an advert for a podcast that I haven't even done yet or I'm not even ready to do. I'm just gonna. Obviously, I've just jumped in, live streaming this at the moment and recording, so I can use the audio to put on streaming platforms. But it should be good. I hope that I can keep doing this. Yeah, that was what happened to March. What have you been doing over the last 2 years? Last 2 years have been very dead. Obviously, the ending of 2019 was alright. Had a blast. New Year type shit. And obviously, me, Aiden, Will, and Matt are still good friends. We fucking talk all the time. We're always on Discord. The amount of funny conversations that we'd have that I wish I recorded and we make into like a podcast or something is insane. So I just thought I'd jump the gun. How many times do I have to say that I wanted to do this? I'm gonna refrain from saying that. I'm sorry. Ending of 2019 was alright. I'm trying to think. Early 2020. Well, we all know what happened. The coronavirus was brilliant. Basically, what happened with coronavirus for me, my circumstances were, I worked in a department where I sold phones, and obviously, phones weren't a necessary requirement. The day that we all went into lockdown. And initially they said it was going to be 2 weeks that we'd be off from college. And I was like, oh, sick. 2 weeks. I can do some overtime. And then my shop shut and they said, you're going to have to work in the main store. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I can just pick up some extra shifts and stuff. When I was working in the main store, they had me doing some like nasty ass jobs. They were like, yeah, basically we have nothing for you to do, so you can like clean. And I was like, clean, fam. I have to do all my hours, and you're getting me in to do like the janitor's job. They were like, yep. If you don't like it, leave. I was just like, fine. So I'd go around and I'd clean every handle on everything that a customer would touch. I'd clean, and then after I'd done cleaning it, I'd clean it again. I'd do that for about 6 hours, or however long my shift was. So that wasn't fun. And then what was it? It was like 8 weeks. They kept extending the lockdown, and I thought, oh, we're gonna go in soon. We're gonna go back to college. Everything's gonna be fine. Well, I didn't think that. Like, we were wearing masks and everything, so I knew it was gonna be like, oh, this is like not great. We have to do their social distancing and everything. But it was like at the time we didn't have to wear masks, but I wore a mask just in case because it was like safety. And then it got to the point where I was like, oh, this is long-term stuff. This is not going away anytime soon. And I said to myself, it's going to be the same like this next year. Oh, you knob. Oh. Ooh. Sorry, I just had to pause and bought me a strawberry vodka and gin like slushy. That was good. I can't remember what I was talking about. I was 8 weeks after like the start, we had to open the shop again, and our shop's tiny, so it was very difficult to serve customers. And I swear to God, the amount of times that I could have caught coronavirus is ridiculous. I don't see how like I haven't. Which is Lacey, calm it. Sorry, my dog's just having a like laugh on the bed. That's why I put the green screen up so you can't see shit behind me. I'm not chroma keying it. Oh, that slushy tastes like nothing. I'm gonna get fricked. It's gonna get me drunk quick. Yeah. I keep umming. What was I gonna say? Yeah. If 2020. So 2020 has been alright. In the like summertime, obviously the lockdown restrictions loosened up a little bit, and Boris was like letting us go out and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's sick. So I managed to see my mates. We did a couple videos. I did Cargo Burr. I did hide and seek, and the last video that I did with my friends was the energy drink video. And as soon as the energy drink video went out, it was like, boom! Restrictions, lockdown 3, fuck you, I hate you, why did you ever go outside? This is all your guys' fault. When he was the one that said we could go outside and everything. Is that like, oh my god, that's like a seed or a pip or something. Oh no, that's like the stem. That's fucking grim. I just almost ate a stem of like a strawberry. Yeah, we basically just got thumped, and I was like, great. I've been very it's been very sad. I have not liked my first year of university because all of it has been all of it has basically been spent at home. Not happy at all. I hope that when I do my home degree, that I'm actually able to go into the university, because all of my studies have been at home, and I haven't been able to like interact with anyone at the uni. I haven't really seen any tutors face to face since last year. 2021 has sucked ass as well. It hasn't been very great, especially to a lot of me and my friends. One of my mates actually had coronavirus. Matt. I don't think Matt has ever been formally on a podcast. He's been on the little cheeky episode that we did the other day. Why am I saying the other day? I'm saying like last. It was earlier this year, I think. But yeah, he was on here, but hopefully we're gonna be able to have him as a actual guest, or not guest, host, co-host. Yeah, he actually had coronavirus. It was great. I saw him when he had coronavirus, and I still didn't get it. Mental. I took the test and everything. I was fine. I just don't understand how I haven't had it. I think I did have it. There was a video that I made. What was it? Border security. If you watch that border security, that was filmed over like 5 days, and I progressively got worse and worse and more sick. And I joked, saying it was coronavirus. Funny, Kian. It probably fucking was, man. Well done. But I didn't go into work or anything. So I was alright. Oh my god, I literally can't taste any of the alcohol. It's like a flavouring, but it's not like I can just down that. I'm trying to be careful with it. Yeah. 2021 has been long. James Charles. Look, if we're going to talk about recent topics, James Charles is a paedophile. And to be honest, I've always kind of known. Ever since, what was his name? Ever since Jeffree Star came out and said that James Charles is a paedophile, I was like, yeah, I can believe that. Yeah. And he is. And Jeffree Star was right, and I don't see anyone else saying it. I haven't heard anyone else say, "Oh, Jeffree Star was right, wasn't he? He said this ages ago." Whatever, man. Bunch of fakers. Yep. I think it's time to move on to a new question. Why the new podcast? The new podcast is just to have a fresh start. I want to restart everything. I know there'll be people that wanted to hold on to the old podcast. I don't really care. If you want to hold on to that old podcast, you can go listen to it. It was great at the time, but like when I listen back to some of the episodes, it's very cringe for me. I feel very cringy, but I understand. It's one of those things. I mean, it was great when I managed to speak to a old friend of mine. Hopefully, I should be able to get some old friends back on the podcast. Starting this up should make people reach out. I hope to have a great time recording these. I don't want it to be a big pressure thing, because before it was like every week I'd write down loads of topics and make it so stressful. The podcast is going out at this time on this day, and every week we got to do one. No, I'm just doing this whenever I want. I'm not gonna make it a big thing. And I hope you guys enjoy. Anyway, I have a story that I'd like to tell. I know that the boys could help me out with this one, but I think if I tell you my side of the story first, it will be helpful to get some context. So, because they will like to say a lot, and I know what I want to. I can control what I say, at least. So what was it? 18th of October 2019 was the last upload, and obviously that was before we went on a little excursion. Me and my mates went to Weston-super-Mare. I'm just going to take a little sip. Yeah, we went to Weston-super-Mare, and when we arrived, obviously, Aiden's girlfriend was there because that's where she goes to uni, and we thought she'd bought me a lovely present. At the time, I was a massive vodka head. I'm more a Corona drinker now, but I was a huge vodka head. I loved vodka. Let's just say after this experience, I didn't really want to drink that much vodka anymore. So the day that we got there, it was pretty much pitch black dark by the time we got there, and Aiden's girlfriend had got me a litre bottle of Tesco's vodka, and she said that is yours for the entire weekend. And I was like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Yep, it's all yours. You can do whatever you want. That's just your drink to drink, and you can drink whatever else as well. But that is mainly yours." I was like, "Nice, nice. I'm very happy with that." It was like a 17 quid bottle of vodka. It was a litre. So, I mean, obviously, I was going to be in trouble with that kind of responsibility to make the drink last. I was like, okay, I know what I can do. I can just put this with Coke. That's brilliant. And I had loads of Coke. I had loads of Pepsi. What was it? Pepsi Cherry. Yeah, Pepsi Max Cherry. I love Pepsi Max Cherry. But let's just say, Pepsi Max Cherry, now every time I drink it, I remember vodka. I just have a flashback of vodka or something. So I was going through this bottle. I had like this big chalice glass. It was like, it was almost like a bowl type thing. And I pour like a third or a quarter of that as vodka, and then the rest is Coke, and I just drink that. And obviously, when you're drinking vodka and Coke, if you ratio it right enough, you don't taste the vodka. It's just Coke. You're just drinking Coke that tastes a little like a teeny bit funny. So I was just drinking that. I was going through it. I had a couple Strongbows. I was drinking them. Dark fruits were good. The night was going good. And then, like, I realised I was slowly, like, getting through this bottle. And by the time it was, like, I want to say 12, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, I look at the bottle and have I actually... I think I've got a vodka bottle. Just bear with me a moment. I think it's... Yeah, here it is. Don't ask me why there's a vodka bottle right by my desk. But this is actually a litre of Smirnoff. It's not as great. It's not as shitty as the Tesco vodka, because that shit will fuck you up. But this is like good vodka. I checked the bottle and it's about that much done. So for your audio listeners, think to the bottom label of a vodka bottle. So like, not the initial Smirnoff label, it's like the bottom label. So obviously I absolutely chogged through that. Just put that down. And let's just say I was as drunk as I've ever been in my life. And Will was playing beer pong with some geezer. I don't remember who it was. I don't think I knew him. But basically what he'd do is every time he won one, he'd give me the drink and I would drink it. And obviously what they were playing beer pong with was not beer or Strongbow as you'd think it would be. it was fucking Irish whiskey. And I was drinking fucking Irish whiskey as well. And oh my god, my stomach. All you could hear was. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I was walking upstairs. I was like, there's a storm coming. Like the fucking the bells are breaking. You know, they're gonna have a fucking. I keep saying the F word. Sorry. I'm trying to cut down on my swearing. I apologize, but the bells are breaking. So I dash up to like the nearest toilets, and obviously because this is like a uni dorm, it's like a shared toilet type situation, so it's almost like a pub toilet. Lacey, you're gonna come up here. My dog wants to be in the podcast. Oh, there we go. So yeah, obviously it was like a. Lacey, are you alright? Obviously it was like a shared toilet type situation, and I had sat on the sofa and I was not feeling good, and apparently I just ran like Sonic, dashing over to the toilet, and I was just throwing up my guts, absolutely trying to get out every single liquid that I'd consumed that night into that toilet, and it was it was not fun. I threw up like 3-4 times, and it was terrible. I hate throwing up. I before that moment in my life, I hadn't thrown up in God, I want to say like 5 or 6 years, because I hate throwing up. I'll do anything to avoid throwing up. And obviously I couldn't handle it because it was like litres and litres of vodka. Lacey, can you like chill? She really wants to just like look at everything up here. But yeah, I was just throwing up, and then when I was finished throwing up, I went back to the sofa because I was sleeping on there, and I went to sleep, and in the morning I woke up and there was like sticky shit like all around my face. Turns out I had, in my sleep, threw up on the sofa cushion, and these uni people, they all live there, and they have to like, they have to sit on that sofa. I was just like so embarrassed. It was fucking awful. But I was still drunk the morning afterwards. I was like, oh, it was awful. Awful. Could not stand it. I was just like, well then. So I took the thingy off the sofa cushion, and I put that in the washing machine, and I sat there like so, like, when I was at the stage where it's like really dizzy, tipsy type of drunk, but like for hours and hours, and it was really annoying because I was dizzy as well, and I was like sat there. I was like, I had one of those disinfectant sprays, and I was just cleaning like the sofa lining and stuff. I was still like drunk, and my mates just laughing because obviously I went way too hard, and girlfriend says to me, I said that was for like the entire weekend. I was like, oh. I just I don't know, man. I thought that was a nice little story that I could tell you. Yeah. Yeah, I was still drunk for the entire day, and then the day I kind of sobered out as the day progressed, and in the evening I went to Nando's for the first time. I've never been to Nando's, and I haven't been to Nando's since. It's been 2 years almost. But I went to Nando's for the first time, and it was amazing. I loved it. I love Nando's. and I had the hottest sauce that they serve there, extra hot. That was beautiful. Butterfly chicken, corn on the cob, and peri peri fucking chips. They were sick. They were so sick that I've actually bought the salt. I have it in my house. I use that all the time. It's banging. I love it. I actually want to just go to Nando's again with my mates when we're actually able to, like, leave the house. That would be sick. But I haven't been since, like, properly. So I'm looking forward to a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to get my mates on the next podcast. I might even have Welsh Kian, aka Healthy Houdini, on the podcast because I've been on his server quite a lot lately. Lacey, are you good? Are you good? I don't know what her problem is. She's like looking about at everything. It's almost like she's gonna jump off, but then she goes and sits down. She's crazy. Yeah, I might have Healthy Houdini on. I'll ask him if he wants to come on the podcast. I'll ask a bunch of people. We'll see what happens. No commitments, because I got commitment issues. I'm trying to fix that for you. And yeah, thank you for listening, and goodbye. I'll